Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is Luca Russia, and today I want to sit down and I want to just kind of talk to you guys. I wanted to give you some channel updates, some things that are going on with me, just general sort of stuff for the channel, me, whatever it is. So if you do care, stick around. I know it's not a video for everybody, but I would appreciate if you just stayed around for a little while so you could hear out, the more important things that I have to say. So what I want to talk about first is, for the longest time, I've been thinking about it since I've actually had this name. I've been thinking about actually changing my name, because Russian8703 is admittedly stupid as shit. Let's be honest with ourselves here. I've wanted to change my name for probably about 3 years, and I've sort of narrowed it down to a few options. I'm at Russian, Rushin, Rushing, just sort of things that are in the same ballpark as Russian. I'm going to eliminate the numbers most likely, but I want to sort of change my name. And it's not necessarily because of the fact that, I want to change my identity or things like that. It's more so of a branding reason, is the best way I can say it, and it's a dumb name. Russian8703 isn't really brandable, and I, know people are going to be like, well, Noah J456 isn't either, most of the names that people have on YouTube, but I figure, you know what, not a lot of people are really named Russian, and I don't think there's any people that are actually, big that are named Russian other than like Crazy Russian Hacker or something like that, or someone with an actual Russian name. But the actual name that I want to change it to, the most likely that I'm going to, is Rushin. I looked and I don't think there's anybody with like even a decent sub count with that name, so I figured, you know what, I'll probably change it to that, and that's the one that I feel like is closest to what it is right now, so I don't really have to change anything that I say or call myself, whatever. It's just going to be a change in the lettering. But I do want your guys' opinion on this. I'm not going to change it right away, obviously. This is going to be something that I'm not just going to be like, you know what, alright, let's do it, and then just randomly you guys see a different name on the channel. I'm probably going to have a different video on it. If I do change it, I'm going to be like, changing my name, 100%, please watch so you don't, unsub and all this other shit. You just see someone random in your sub box. Obviously, I'd have to get a whole new rebranding and shit like that, but that's not really that much of a worry to me. I know a lot of people that are very talented. I know a lot of people that would be willing to do it right away. So that's not really a worry for me. It's just the fact of, I don't know how people would be... I don't know how people would receive the name change, especially after me having it for so long. Like, I know a lot of people just... For example, It's X Rumor. He changed his name to It's Rumor. I think he took out the X in it, and I believe he was thinking about changing the spelling of it too, but, he did. It wasn't that big of a deal. But because I've had my name for a long time, and I would be taking out the numbers, and I'd just be shortening it and changing all the lettering and stuff, I think it would be a little bit jarring to people, plus I would get a rebrand. And it's not like I'll be changing my content if I do that. It's going to be the exact same content. It would literally just be, it's easier for me to brand, and it's easier for me to be more recognizable, and for people to be able to search for me, because not a lot of people can even remember the numbers in my name. Even my close friends can't remember my numbers sometimes, and I get that, because it's 4 numbers at the end of a name, and Russian8703 is stupid. So what I want you guys to do is I want you guys to vote on the actual name. I'm going to put 3 choices. I'm probably going to leave a poll like in the description. I'm going to pin the comment with a poll. It's just going to, you're going to have to go to it, click on it, vote, whatever. It's going to be really, really easy. It's just going to be one of those weird poll websites. I don't know if you guys have ever seen it. It's super easy. I would appreciate it if you guys did do that, because I did a poll on Twitter, but not everybody follows me on Twitter. I get that. I would appreciate it if you did. That's down in the description too, but that's a different story. It's one of those things where the more hardcore people to my channel, and a lot of my friends are on Twitter, but not everybody that watches my channel pretty consistently, or even watches, 50% of my videos, really is on Twitter all the time. And it's one of those things where not a lot of people vote on polls, or not everybody's on Twitter all the time, and I get that. So I figured, you know what, I might as well address it in a video, and I get it, I know this isn't going to get a lot of views, but not every video has to get 1, 2, 5, 10, whatever thousand views, whatever it is. But speaking of that real quick, that's another thing that I want to talk about, and I can't be more thankful for you guys for the actual support on the channel recently. There's been a lot of hate too. I don't know if you guys have seen the last few videos that I've made, but the No Man's Land video has like 25 dislikes. My Origins video, which I didn't actually explain well, I will admit that it wasn't a great video, but I didn't expect that to get views. I maybe thought that would get like 500, 800 views, whatever it was, which is still a pretty good amount. But I didn't think it was going to get like 5,000, 6,000 views, whatever it's at now. So that has 100 dislikes. The video before that, I think it was a glitch video, that had 30-some dislikes. you know, all the videos that I've had that are doing semi-ish well, except for a couple of them, they obviously have dislikes and they have hate comments, whatever, but I've learned to deal with that, so it's not that big of a deal for me. But I really just want to thank you guys, honestly, for the support, whether you've watched one video of mine, and this is the second video, this is the first video you're watching of mine, whether this is the 100th, whether this is, you know, you've been around for a couple years and you watched a couple hundred videos of mine. Whoever you are, I really do appreciate it, honestly, like from the bottom of my heart. I've been doing YouTube since 2014, and it's, you know, been a long ride, and I'm not saying, you know, oh, I'm massively successful or anything like that. I have 3.9k subs, but as a guy that's been grinding for a long time, and I've been trying to improve the quality of my content, I've been trying to make better videos, I've been trying to add more personality, I've been trying to make them more entertaining for you guys, and I've been putting in a lot of time and effort, and it's nice to see a payoff for it. I think this month I have like 130,000 views, which is nuts. Like, that's honestly nuts for me, because the second best month I've ever had is 20,000 views roughly on this channel. Like, I've had other channels where, you know, it'll get a million views in a month or whatever it is, but, you know, that's not actual personality content, that's just random shit posting on channels. So it's something that it's weird for me to actually see success on this channel, because I've always had random amounts of success where it'll be like, oh yeah, I'll have maybe a 2-week span where I'll get like 10,000 views in that span of time, and then my channel will just die again, or I'll have a day where I'll get shouted out by someone like Greg. By the way, Greg, you're doing great. If you're watching this video, shout out to you, homie, because you've been killing it. But it's something that, the best way I can say it is I've never had sustained success on my channel. And I don't want to say this is sustained in the slightest, but, you know, as long as I don't really let my channel die, and as long as you guys keep enjoying the content, I'm not saying that we're going to really go anywhere. I really hope that we do, but I'm not banking on it. I'm just saying that, you know, right now the channel is doing well, and I'm more than appreciative of it. Like, you guys have been absolutely killing with the support. Even with a video that shouldn't have even gotten any views whatsoever, it was uploaded on a Saturday night on Memorial Day weekend at like 10:30. Thing has like 650 views from last night. That's actually really good, and especially considering it's not a Zombies Chronicles video, and it's not really especially controversial. It's not, you know, one of those Origins videos. It's not a Liquid Divinium strategy. It's not anything that people can really use as like a tutorial, a glitch, whatever the hell it is. It was just sort of a random video that I liked making, and it did really well, actually, for, you know, I didn't think that I was going to get, you know, close to 400 views, and right away, you know, it didn't actually do, you know, the best way I can say this is, I know a video is going to do well if it gets a lot of views right away, and then it sustains some views throughout the next couple of hours, because what happens with me is I'll get about 100, maybe 150 views in an hour, and then all of a sudden, you know, it'll either drop off and it'll go to like 20, and then it'll just kind of taper off from there, and it'll get like 10 for the next, you know, day or so. But if it gets like, let's say 150 or 200 an hour, then it gets 40, 50, you know, 30, whatever, and then it'll pick back up in the morning. I know that the video is going to do well. So it was one of those things where I didn't think it was going to do well, but it did. And a lot of my videos right now, the way that I'm getting views is, you know, those videos are just continuing to go off. Like, my Liquid Divinium strategy video was 3 weeks ago, something like that, 3.5 weeks ago. It came out before Chronicles, and actually, if you search up Liquid Divinium on YouTube, that's the first video that comes up. It has like 25,000 views. It's nuts. Same thing with a bunch of my other videos. They're just doing insanely well. I'm getting like, I think between 4 and like 10,000 views a day roughly right now, which is nuts. So I really can't thank you guys enough for that. I do want to stress real quick, though, that this is in no way bragging. I just wanted to kind of share my success with you guys, because so many YouTubers are really, really hesitant to share the numbers that they're getting. But I'm one of those guys where I'm like, you know what? You guys are the ones supporting me. I want you guys to know what I'm actually getting. And I'm not, you know, doing this as a job. Obviously, people think, oh, you got 125,000 views and you must be rolling in the money. I made like $105 this month. Most of that's because YouTube ads are terrible. And the other part of it is that I usually do shorter videos between like 2 and 6 minutes, you know, usually 3 and 6. This one's going to be longer, obviously, because I'm just kind of rambling. But most of my videos are relatively short, and the way that YouTube works is, you know, they obviously give you better and longer ads if you have longer videos. And yeah, once you hit 10 minutes on a video, you can put a pre-roll ad, and just YouTube ads are terrible right now to begin with. So it's something that I can't really sit there and be all that disappointed. I mean, hey, $105 is $105. But if this was last year and this was happening, it would have made like 4 or 5 times that. So, I mean, take that as you will. YouTube ads are still kind of all over the place. I don't really know how to stand on them, to be honest with you, because I get why a lot of the companies pulled out, but at the same time, it's too big of a platform, and it's too cheap to advertise on YouTube to really not continue to do it. But a lot of this is old news to you guys. If you keep up on YouTube, you guys should know what's really going on the website. You guys know about the whole ad-apocalypse. Everyone's talked about it. But I just wanted to touch up on that. Oh, one last thing I wanted to cover. I was actually going to end off the video, but then I remembered, oh yeah, I wanted to talk about this. Live streaming, real quick. I know I've just been all over the place with live streaming for the last, 6-7 months, whatever it is. But I know kind of what I'm doing with live streaming at this point, where I don't want to do it every day. I'm probably just going to stream once or twice a week, maybe. I've streamed twice since I've been able to on this channel again, because of the fact that I figured, it was high round games, and I had really nothing better to do. What am I going to do? Record. So I figured, I would stream it. I don't want to stream every single day, or I don't want to commit to a schedule, because of the fact that a lot of the time when I stream, it's because I'm really awake, I'm really hyper, whatever it is. But the fact is that if I do that all of the time, then it's just going to burn me out. And I want streaming to be some special thing on my channel where I don't want it to happen again where people are like, he's streaming again. He streams every single day, I'll just catch the next one. I'd rather it be an event and rather have it be something special. Plus the fact is that, I don't have this insane number of people that show up to my streams. Even when I, streamed, I'm not complaining about this whatsoever. I had 20 people, which was actually really cool. But it's not like I have 500 people and I can go man, I can go on and I can get 500 people. I actually do better doing videos right now, which is weird. That's the opposite of most people in the zombies community. Most people, when they actually, do streams, they do way better than they do on videos. But right now, I'm the exact opposite. I guess I'm one of the exceptions to the rule, and maybe that's just because I'm putting out a lot of videos and I haven't streamed in a long time. I don't really know what it is. Maybe people just don't like my streams. I don't know. But a lot of people have been asking about that. So don't hold me down to a schedule, because I will never retain one. If you do want to know when I'm actually streaming, like I said, follow me on Twitter or join my Discord server, because I always spam it in there, and you guys will always know when I'm live. I always tweet out before it. I'm like, do you guys want to stream? Here's a stream, all this other kinds of stuff. I tweet a lot, so you guys usually know what I'm doing. Or if you join my Discord server, I'll be like, hey guys, I'm streaming in 10, 20, 30 minutes, an hour today, whatever it is. So if you guys want to keep up on me, then do one of those two things. Join my Discord server or follow me on Twitter. I don't really care. And one more thing, if you really do give a shit about my content and you've actually made it this far into the video, I would really appreciate it if you turned on the notifications, because that's something that I noticed that a lot of people that have been watching my channel for a long time, specifically a guy named, I believe it was a Nameless Potato. He's been around my channel for a long time, and I believe it was him that said it. And same thing with Tucker Hood, said that they weren't getting notifications for my videos, even though I don't think they had notifications on, but they just weren't getting anything in their sub boxes for weeks at a time, and then all of a sudden they'd be like, yo dude, I haven't been able to get anything, what's going on, man? So I would appreciate if you guys did turn on notifications for my channel, and I get it, you're gonna get a notification for, all the stupid shit that I upload, whatever it is, but it's something that it really does help me out, and I promise to not spam you. I upload once a day, maybe. Maybe I upload twice a day. It's, some days, but I'm not gonna spam your phone or your email or wherever it sends to that you have it on. I'm not gonna spam you. Just trust me on that. So I really would appreciate it. Anyway, I know this was an extremely long video, and I know a lot of you guys weren't going to be able to stay all the way through it. If you did stay all the way through and you did listen to all my ramblings and you did listen to all the stupid shit that I have to say, I want you to put somewhere in your comment, just comment whatever you're going to do, plus add, let's say knife. Knife in your comment, because I have a knife right next to me, from eating food earlier. But just put knife in your comment and I'll know that you made it all the way through the video. Anyway, I really do hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please go and actually vote on the actual name change in the description. It'll be the pinned comment, whatever it is. Please go vote on that. I'd really like to see what your guys' opinions are on the name change. I'll have like 3 or 4 different options. While you're down there, if you guys could like, I'd appreciate it. Subscribe if you guys are new around here. Turn on the motherfucking notifications. Anyway, I love you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.